Snails love to eat, vegetation. They don't eat humans, don't worry. I know everybody wants to worry or ask that question. Do they eat humans or do animals eat humans? They don't eat humans. But, like I did mention before, some snails can carry parasites that can affect humans. Okay? Parasites, most parasites need a cycle to complete, and it usually starts with the snail, or they use the snail as part of the cycle. All right? But I just want you to see a snail, which I'm sure you see in your backyard. All right, this snail is actually all the way inside. Okay, right here. So when I touch him, the snail actually goes even more in. All right, so basically he's completely hidden in the shell, which in the shell it's just as protection. Sometimes when I walk down sidewalks, especially if it's been raining, I hear a crunch. And once I hear that crunch, I pretty much know what happened. And I'm sure it happened to y'all sometimes also. Sometimes I end up stepping on the snails by accident, and I hear a crunch. And I actually feel bad when that happens. So be careful, especially when it rains, because they have to come out when it rains sometimes. And these guys get crushed a lot. Alright, so again, take a good look at the snail. You see the shell? I think the shell is very, very beautiful, if you ask me. Look at the inside. Snails all the way in. And now I did mention that some people actually eat snails. So basically, should I eat the snail? No. I'm not gonna eat the snail. That's not how it works, okay? When people eat snails, it's called escargot. Alright? But, that's done by a chef and stuff like that. So please, do not go to your backyard, grab a snail, and try to eat it. I was just joking about that, okay? So, I'm not going to eat the snail, don't worry. So again, take a good look at the snail. I think it's pretty cool. Alright? So, don't go nowhere. I'm gonna go ahead and put this guy back. Alright? Wow. Wasn't that cool or what? You got to see an actual snail up close. Now remember, when you say snail, that's a very broad term for a group of animals. Snails are not just found on land. They're found in freshwater and in salt water. So, most people think about snails with the shells. And you see them everywhere. They have the shells that's shaped like that, and they go inside the shell completely if a predator's around, and they come out. But snails are also found in the waters, in the sea, and in lakes and stuff. And I also mentioned about the giant African snail, which is an invasive species that have made its way into South Florida. These giant African snails can carry a parasite that can affect us, the humans. These parasites can actually burrow into your skin. In some cases, cause meningitis. We don't want that. That's why it's very important that we get rid of these giant African snails. And hopefully, with everyone's help, we can hopefully get rid of them, because again, they're not from here originally. They're from Africa. That's why they call it giant African snails. But in the meantime, if you see a snail in your backyard, don't touch it. Don't go near it. It's not gonna attack you or anything like that, or chase you. Snails are extremely slow. But if you have, if you have any kids, and if the kids are playing outside, watch them closely. Make sure that they don't pick up a snail or grab a snail or touch a snail, because, like I mentioned, there's a lot of parasites out there, and most parasites need a cycle, and the cycle has to be complete. From the ground, from a host animal, from the actual, so snails are sometimes used by these parasites to complete the cycle. And by completing the cycle, I mean that sometimes these parasites will end up in humans. So we don't want that, okay? So once again, if you see a snail of any type, admire it from a distance. Do not pick it up. Do not touch it. Of course, some people actually eat snails. I believe it's called escargot. I don't eat snails. I just don't think it tastes good. But I just wanted you to know, next time you see a snail, just remember, snails are not just on land. They're also in the water. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode about snails. Once again, my name is Dr. Fitz, and you've been watching Fitz Wildlife Adventures. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.